This is the Investor Spotlight with Morgan Stanley Managing Director Jim Spiro.
This is being driven by monetary and fiscal stimulus. What does that mean and what's the difference?
Monetary stimulus or monetary policy is the domain of the Federal Reserve Board. For the most part of that first 100 years or so of the Fed's existence, their mission was to maintain price stability. Not too much deflation, not too much inflation. They want to maintain roughly stable prices. Price stability and full employment is what they're tasked to do from a legislative standpoint. And they do this by controlling interest rates, raising and lowering interest rates. That's fiscal policy. This is the domain of the federal government. That's spending and taxing. So monetary policy, Federal Reserve, controlling interest rates. Fiscal policy, federal government, taxing, spending, both of which are things they're very good at.
Where does the Federal Reserve get the money?
The Federal Reserve has a balance sheet. They hold securities, government securities and other things these days, and the interest that they earn on those securities, they use to pay their bills, to cover their costs, and then if there's any additional beyond what they need, they actually remit that back to the Treasury in the form of a profit. The Federal Reserve has greatly expanded its balance sheet. Before the fiscal crisis, so I guess it would be 2008, the Federal Reserve's balance sheet was about $800 billion, give or take. And the vast majority of it was pristine. It was composed of high quality, the ultra highest quality there is, of U.S. Treasury securities, so direct obligations of the government. So $800 billion, 90%, 95% was Treasury bills. Smaller than it is today and pristine. Today, the Fed's balance sheet is somewhere between $7 and $8 trillion. Additionally, the composition of their balance sheet has decreased in quality. There's been a diminution in quality. So they got a lot of government securities, yes, but they got a lot of corporate bonds, they got a lot of mortgage-backed securities, which are securities backed by people's mortgages.
To view this entire segment, go to fox8live.com/Spiro.